Hey guys, welcome to Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing an album by Ghost called Meliora. So this album was released by Ghost a few years ago, I believe in 2015 is when this album came out, and man, I'm going to open the floor with this one.
Let's hear it.
Holy shit, this album is phenomenal. I found there, at a musical level, this album is so in-depth, but it's not like over-technical, it's not, trying to shove stuff in your face. It's just got the right amount of technicality, it's got the right amount of just general, emotionally moving riffs that just feel great. And there's almost every single song on this album has that.
Yeah.
You can talk about almost every song and say, oh, this song has a great riff.
That's very true.
It's just throughout, just oh my god, it's great.
Yeah.
My personal favorite was it Mummy Dust?
Mummy Dust, yeah.
After a break song like He Is, because that's more so of a transitioning like from the first to the second half of the album, this one just goes right back in to the energy that was provided in the earlier songs, and it just keeps going. It just, I just love this riff. I love how it goes. I love how consistent it is. I just love that song so much.
Yeah.
My favorite of the album. If I were to talk about my least favorite song of the album, it's actually the song right before that, is He Is.
Okay.
And
You're gonna get some hate on that. It's a fan favorite.
I know, I heard it's a fan favorite. We checked out the music video for He Is. Go check that out.
Our
reaction to that. It's not a bad song.
No,
not at all.
Not at all.
It's my least favorite, but it's still a really cool song.
Yeah.
And it's a good transitioning song from the beginning of the album to the latter half of the album. But I feel it kind of drags on a bit. That's my only issue with it. It just drags on just a little bit much.
I would have to disagree. I feel like it sounds like it drags on, but when you really listen to it, the song builds up and actually gets heavier as it goes. It never gets to the point where it's heavy like, Cerise or Mummy Dust, for example, but it does get heavier. So it comes across as a very mellow, drawn-out song, but it does pick up. So for you to say that it drags on, I don't know if I agree with that.
Like, I understand where it picks up because near the end you feel how grand it is. I just feel like the kind of space in the middle, it kind of goes on just a tiny bit much.
Maybe.
But then when it makes it to the end, it's a lot better because it's like, okay, this is, very
I think
conclusive.
it gets better as it goes. It picks up.
Yeah.
It doesn't start off strong, but I feel like it finishes stronger than it starts, that's for sure.
One thing to mention is that there are two tracks on this album that are transitional tracks, not in the sense of He Is being from the first to the second half of the album.
Yeah.
But more so being
Just interlude tracks.
Yeah, just interlude tracks.
Yeah.
One of them is Spock Sonat.
Yep.
The other one being Devil Church. I thought both of these songs are fantastic.
Yeah, for what they are.
For what they are.
Being like a minute long, give or take.
Yeah, they're both like around a minute.
Yeah.
Spock Sonat is just like a string piece, like a guitar piece.
Yeah.
And Devil Church sounds more like an actual song because it has the rest of the band playing. It starts with an organ, but it has the rest of the band playing. And
A little fuller.
yeah, a little, a lot more full sound. But I felt they were both fantastic in regards to transition. Because if you put this album on shuffle, both of those songs could come on at any time and still work.
They'll still blend two songs together.
Exactly.
I'm a little indifferent on things like that. I don't mind when songs like that or tracks like that are on an album, but I'd almost prefer that they put real songs in there. Because like on a 10-track album, you got 2 tracks that are just basically interludes. Feels a little cheap.
Yeah, maybe it's like, it doesn't.
After that, you get you're only on an 8-track album at that point. 'Cause they're not really songs.
Even then, the songs are of decent length. It's not like you're getting cheaped out into
that's true.
short songs.
The album still has a good length to it. There's some songs that are up towards 6 minutes-ish, 4 minutes. Good length songs.
But regarding those 2 interlude tracks brings me to my next point of one of my favorite things about this album is how it blends together.
Yeah.
I remember when I first listened to this album, I didn't even know Spoke Sonat and Devil Church were their own songs. I literally thought they were intros or outros to other songs.
Okay.
It blended in, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Because in a bad way, something can blend in where it all sounds the same, and it's like, well, I didn't even know the song was over yet. I felt that the tracks on this album all melded together. They were all different. They all had unique parts to the songs.
You can tell they're all part of the same album still.
Yeah, you could tell they're all part of the same album. It all comes together. When I first put this album on, I was blown away. Like when I first checked it out. Because I was just at the record store just like, Ghost, I'll try it.
Yeah.
And then I put it on. It knocked my socks off. It just, the whole album just kind of went all as one piece. It just all linked together back to back to back for every track, and I found that was fantastic.
So you liked this album the first time you listened to it?
I liked it. You know, when I first listened to it, I just woke up and said, holy shit, like, how have I not been listening to this band already?
Yeah, I had a very different experience because I started seeing a lot of hype about Ghost on like YouTube and social media and things like that. So I decided to check them out. So I put this album on YouTube, I checked it out, and I hated it. I didn't like it, I thought it was trash. And I remember leaving a comment on some of the videos being like, what's the big deal about this? This is garbage, like there's nothing good about this. And people jumped to the defense of the band and was arguing with me, and they're like, dude, you really just gotta give this a chance. You don't know what you're missing. So I gave this album a chance, and many chances. Like it took me several tries, and I don't even know why I really kept going back to it. There was something drawing me to it, because usually if I give an album a chance and I don't like it, it's rare for me to go back to it. This one, there's something drawing me to it. So I like to listen to music while I'm gaming, so I put on my Spotify, and I decided one day I'm just gonna put Ghost on, just play it in the background, and I'll play my games while I'm listening to Ghost. And at that time, I started really like getting into it, getting into the grooves, getting into the riffs, going, wow, what's that riff? Check out that song. Oh, cool, that song. And I'm noticing things, and I'm starting to become a fan, like just gradually, and I'm starting to pick up on it. So I'm like, look, I gotta give Meliora another chance. So I get the album, throw it on, crank it up, and I really just sat and really listened to it, and I felt like a fool. I felt like a fool because this is such a good album. And this is one of those albums that shows you that you don't have to be super hard and heavy to make a good metal album. Now, something I get from this album, actually Ghost as a band in general, is that they have a very classic metal feel to them, but with a modern song structure vibe. So I hear a lot of Black Sabbath in there. I hear a lot of Deep Purple in there. All these classic metal bands that kind of pioneered the genre back in like the 60s and 70s and the olden days. I hear that in Ghost, but it's got a modern twist to it, like I said. Now, one of the things that I think is the hardest to get around, and it was the hardest thing for me, is the vocals. The vocals in this band are very different. They might even be a little off-key. I'm not exactly sure, but Papa doesn't have the best voice, but it suits the band. Maybe because it's different, I'm not exactly sure. There's other bands that have very different singers that I like. Papa took me a while to get used to him.
Yeah, I find that Ghost is a band where the hardest thing to deal with in regards to trying to get into it is the voice.
Yeah.
Is getting over Papa's vocals, because it's not bad. It's just very different for what you'd expect, especially for the music. If you just go for the music alone, like if you listen to all the tracks of this album instrumental, I feel like it would get a lot of a wider audience.
Yeah.
But because of Papa's vocals, it makes it a little bit harder for like
makes
a
it more niche.
Yeah.
Puts it in a niche zone.
It's a very kind of specific voice, but it fits the music. I just find that for any casual listener, that
it might be an off-putting thing.
Yeah, but you know what?
I think if you give it a chance like I did, you'd get used to it though.
Exactly.
But I got some notes here. I'm not gonna go through different songs. I got a couple. Like my favorite song on the album is probably From the Pinnacle to the Pit. I like that one the best, but I also love Cerise. I love Mummy Dust. I love Majesty. Great songs. This album has a lot of great songs on it. As you mentioned, they're all kind of very similar but very different. But some notes that I like to say about the album. It's got a very big sound. There's a lot of it's like high production value. Very well produced album. It sounds good. It sounds full. The album's very full. There's very, very good use of instruments on here. The guitars, we talked about the riffing already. There's awesome riffs in every song, awesome grooves in every song. There's these like very stylish solos just peppered throughout the album. I'm not sure if there's a solo on every song, but if there is, if there isn't, whatever. They're very well placed, and they don't steal from the music. They don't do anything but accent the song. They're very well placed, very well written. I love them. They're not too technical or too impressive, but they're very stylish. The drums on this album, again, not too technical, not too fast, but they're very heavy. They're very prominent. You hear some cool drum parts during certain songs, like I think in, which one was it? Absolution, maybe? No, it was actually the last song, Deus.
Absentia?
In Absentia, yeah. There's, during the guitar solo, there's like some drum rolls and stuff he's doing in the background and fills and stuff like that. And it just fills the song. The album's really well produced. You can tell that if you listen to this compared to older Ghost albums, the production value is on the next level. yeah, man, these guys mastered the grooves. You know, every song has a good groove to it, and there's one groove that transitions into another groove, and they just really mastered the art of the groove. They mastered the art of heavy riffing. They mastered the art of making a song sound heavy without being fast, just playing hard. And yeah, just overall such a very, very well-rounded album. So what do you give it? What's your score?
All right, so I mean, I think it's a little bit obvious. I'm not going to beat around the bush.
This
is a toe tag album for me. Incredible, like you said, production value, just how grand it sounds. There's so many small things throughout this album, like sound-wise, that you'll pick up every listen.
Yep.
There's even, some stuff I was listening to like recently, not long before today's review, that I'm like, oh, I didn't even hear that before.
Yep.
Like, you always pick up on that.
It's very full. It's
Exactly.
very full sounding. Very, very good use of instruments. Whether it's the keyboard, the guitar, the vocals, the drums, or even other things they add in here and there. Very good use of instruments.
Absolutely. So once again, this is a toe tag album for me. Vile, what's your score for this album?
Same. Toe tag for me as well. This is going to get added to the list of our two toe tags.
Toe tags.
I strongly urge you guys, I mean, a lot of you guys obviously are metalheads. That's why you watch our channel. You probably like the faster, the heavier stuff. This might not be really like in your lane, but it wasn't in my lane either. It wasn't in my lane, and here I am giving it a toe tag. You know what I mean? So I think these guys deserve a chance. If you listen to it a couple times and you don't like it, maybe just listen to it a couple more times.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
I could be wrong. Maybe you just won't like it no matter how many times you listen to it, but it grew on me, and I can't say that for many other artists that I listen to and don't like off the bat. I can't say that about many of them. And there are bands out there that I've given many chances over the years, and I just don't like it. But this was another story. This grew on me to the point where I actually am a fan. I'm looking forward to their new work.
Exactly.
I'm a fan of the band. I got their albums, and this right here gets a toe tag. Two toe tags from us.
Two toe tags. Fantastic album.
Awesome.
Incredible. Anyway, that's it for our review of Meliora by Ghost, guys. Check this album out. It is fantastic. If you don't like it the first listen, keep giving it chances. This album is incredible.
It is.
Oh, I cannot stress that enough. This album's incredible. Anyway, with that said, I'm TV Fish.
And I'm Vile Self.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Like, favorite, comment, subscribe.